I remember actually when you were launching banking on digital growth, it was like maybe a month before I came back for tour number two, and you had already given me a copy. For whatever reason, I guess you had a copy of the book already printed a little bit early
Hmm.
because you sent me a copy of the book, and I read it before I even came back. And you sent me an email before I started, and you said, "Hey, Audrey, would you mind leaving a review? I hope you enjoyed the book. Would you leave a review?" And I remember thinking, "Oh my gosh, of course I will. You reached out to me. We have a good relationship. Like, absolutely, I'll leave you a review for this." And I think many times we're overlooking that giving part, and we see, and especially in the different website secret shopping studies that we do,
Yeah.
there is this missing piece, this ratings and reviews piece that users are always asking for and looking for. Gosh, I wish they had some reviews here. I wish I knew what other people, what products they liked or what was the most popular. And I think sometimes, financial brand leaders are left scratching their heads like, well, how do we get these? I mean,
Yes.
well, look, odds are people aren't just going to show up and leave a review for you.
No. What?
It's not top of mind.
And I think that's the second part of this strategy is you have to give far before you're going to ask for anything. And it was interesting what the responses that I received, particularly through direct messages, were, "Oh my goodness, like I've been listening to the podcast for 3 years. It's been so helpful. I appreciate the articles that you and Audrey are writing." So it's like these were people who I had no idea were even paying attention to begin with in the first
Yeah.
place. And
Well, yeah.
oh, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Well, that's one of the we talk about in so especially on social media, how many people are consuming your content that are not leaving a comment, that are not liking it, that you're not, they're kind of what do you call a silent? Do you have a name
Well,
for them? They're
it's the 99-1 rule. And so 90% of people lurk and consume. Uh
lurkers. That's it.
they lurk and consume content. And there's not scientific evidence to it. It's more of just an
Sure.
anecdotal perspective, but we'll just say 90% of people consume, 9% of people connect, engage, like, comment, share,
Yep.
but really only 1% are actually going out and actively creating and publishing, posting something new.
Mhm. Yep.
And we can't forget that. I think, if you're a financial brand leader thinking, "Ah, why would I want to waste my time when no one is commenting, when no one is clicking, when no one is liking?" Well, this is a true testament of all of the deposits that we've
Yes.
made over time into the trust fund that sits between these other leaders' ears. They have
Yeah.
been paying attention. They have been watching. They have been listening. They have been reading. They just never engage for whatever reason. And that's okay.
Well, we all do it. I mean, think about how many posts you scroll by every day that you don't leave a like or a comment. It's not that you didn't see it,
That's so
you
true.
know?
That's so true.
Yeah.
And so there's that mindset, we'll call this the second mindset. This is about, really, at the end of the day, it's just human connection. Um, and if you think about when you are in the physical world, um, not everyone you meet, you're going to have this long, in depth conversation with. It might just be the pleasantries, but there was something that you said to that person, or something that they said to you, even for that matter, that connected, it resonated, and you remember that dialogue, you remember that discussion, and you remember that person. But more so, I mean, I forgot it was Roosevelt's wife. I think, Eleanor Roosevelt. People aren't going to remember what you did for them, but they're going to remember how it made
In the field.
made them feel.